Hi everyone, welcome to Decision Making Statements in Python. I am Kavya Priya, Assistant Professor, Department of IT. In this video, we are going to discuss about conditional statements in Python, types of conditional statements, and few examples related to conditional statements. Let us see the video. Let us start with decision making or conditional statements. In every programming languages, there is two different control flow. One is sequence control flow and another one is selection control flow. In sequence control flow, there is no need of decision making process, but in selection control flow, we need to include the decision making statements. So we are having four different types of decision making statements in Python. The execution of program taking action according to the condition is named as conditional statements or decision making statements or branching statements. Here you can see a small GIF representing the if statement. We are moving to the flowchart for if statement. In if statement, you can see a flowchart. Under this flowchart, if the condition is true, a true block is executed. If the condition is false, there is no false block in if statement, so it exits from the condition. So in the left side, you can see the syntax for if statement. If expression is true, the statements under the true case will be executed. This is an example for if statement. Here we declare a variable a equal to 10. We check the condition if 10 greater than 9, that is a greater than 9. If the condition is true, it prints the value is a greater than 9. So see here, the if condition is represented with a brackets, enclosed with brackets, and also ended with a colon. So this is the proper indentation here it was representing. If you need to use your if statement in your programming, you must follow the indentation and certain rules related to the colon and brackets and all. Next, we are moving for second type if-else statement. If-else statement having a two different blocks. One block of statement is executed if the condition is true, else another block of statement will be executed if the condition is false. Here we are seeing a small GIF file representing a if-else statement case. If once it is true, it executes a button on. If once it is false, it executes a button off. Then we are moving for the flowchart related to if-else statement. On right side of this slide, you can see the flowchart. If the condition is true, it executes a block of code. If the condition is false, it executes another block of code and then it exits from the condition. Here the left side you can see a syntax for if-else statement. In this syntax you can see if the expression is true, the true case is executed. If the expression is false, the else case is executed. Here you can see the example related to if-else statement. In if-else statement, you can declaring a two different variables a and b, and we are giving a values for a is 10 and b is 20. If a greater than b is true, it true block is executed, a is greater than b, else if false block is executed, b is greater than a. In this case, the false case is executed, b is greater than a, because the value of b is greater than the value of a. The third statement in Python is if-elif else statement, otherwise known as chained conditional statement. In Python, there is a elif keyword for if-elif else statement. In this statement, you can use it to check more than one if condition on the same if condition statement. If the condition 1 is not true, it moves to the condition 2. If the condition 2 is not true, it moves to the condition 3, and so on up to the else block. If the conditions in elif case is not true at the end, it will check for the else case and execute the else block. The elif-else statement flowchart represent how the elif ladder works. If the condition 1 is true, it executes the true block of code. If it's not true, it moves to condition 2. If the condition 2 is not true, it moves to condition 3 until it moves to else block. If the else block is true, it executes the else block, but it will check the previously elif ladders is not true. In this example, num variable equal to assigned -3 value. First we check the if condition. If -3 greater than 0, here the condition is false, it moves to the elif case. In elif case, -3 equals to 0. Here also the condition is false, it moves to the else block. Here it matches the condition because our value is a negative value. So the else block also prints the negative number. So here it is output will be a negative number. The final and fourth type is nested if condition. In this structure we can see the if statement present inside another if statement. That is nothing but one if statement enclosed another if statement. It looks like an inner if statement and outer if statement. In this structure we can use multiple if statements and we can take series of decisions in the single program. In this flowchart, you can see different decision making symbols. Under this, in true case, you can execute a block of code. In false case, simultaneously it falls to the second condition. And in the left side, you can see the syntax for the nested condition. If condition 1 is true, it moves to the inner loop. If condition true, if the condition 2 is true, it executes the true block, else it executes the false block. Otherwise, it moves to the external block, that is outer block, and executes the else block. In this example, we declare a num as a variable and get the user input. First, outer if condition, we check num value greater than or equal to 0. Whether it is true, it gets inside an inner if condition. Inner if condition, we check it values equals to 0. That is true, it print as a 0. But it is false, it moves to it print as a positive number. In both the cases it was false, it moves to the outer else block of a if condition and check it is a negative number and print it is a negative number. But in our output, user give the positive number, so it prints a positive number. Thank you. Thank you all for your patience listening. See you in the next presentation.